Assalamu alaikum. You may be seated, brothers and sisters. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent and Merciful, to whom all praise is due, the Lord of all the worlds, and I forever thank Allah for our leader and teacher, Messenger Elijah Muhammad. May the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. I thank Allah for his coming to us, giving to us the true knowledge of ourselves.
Yes, sir.
And I thank Allah for giving to you a good mind.
Yes, sir.
Because we are people whose mind sometimes doesn't fit in right.
That's right. Yes, sir. Teach, baby.
But these things must happen and they must come to pass.
That's right.
You just can't take one bucket of water and clean up the house with it. We got to get along.
Yes, sir. Teach, baby.
So I thank Allah today for your presence, especially when it's raining,
Yes, sir.
snowing,
Right.
maybe hail.
That's right.
That's right.
I thank Allah for giving you the power and the strength to be present.
Yes, sir.
And I thank him for giving me the power to be with you today.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I thank him for saving us like a little child eating on a piece of candy. The smaller the candy get, the more he stinks back. He'll make smaller bites.
Yes, sir.
So when they do that,
Yes, sir.
you first start off real. After a while, you look at it.
Yes, sir.
Pretty soon,
Yes, sir.
you don't want to eat it all up.
Yes, sir.
So that's the way it be a lot of times.
That's right.
Brothers and sisters, I'm not going to be long with you, since we don't have any lost founds around, right? Well, you will.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The things as came to be in such a manner today that we have to get close and closer together,
That's right.
because the people is so far away,
Yes, sir.
so far away. Now, before we go farther, which we won't be long, I want to read one of our problems that was written by Master Farad and given to us to constantly read all of the problems, all of the lessons, all of the facts that he gave us. He wants us to learn them by heart.
Yes, sir.
Plenty of the Muslims in the past, they was taught Islam that they should get it by heart.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
Now, a lot of the work that he gives to us to do, to learn by heart, we try to do it. We try to learn it all by heart.
That's right. That's right.
So that if you lose it, nobody can take it away from you.
That's right.
That's right.
so that you can keep it and reserved, and you can be standing someplace looking at people and you'll be saying your lessons.
Yes, sir.
And the other person don't know what you are doing. So how come he stands over there or she over there
Yes, sir.
and she all the time talking to herself? Brother,
Yes, sir.
you be standing, people watching him, lips moving, talking to himself. He must be crazy.
They say.
No, he's not crazy.
That's right.
He's saying his lessons.
Yes, sir.
He's trying to get out of it what's in it for him.
Yes, sir.
We will now let me do this. The elders who consist of few ministers of the messenger that's desired to carry out the messenger's teaching. They call themselves the elders, the elder ones in the nation of Islam now.
That's right.
That doesn't mean now that they are haters of people, or people that they just have to look to them. That doesn't mean that. But it's good to have people who wants to keep the messenger's teaching going so that he can help you to learn it. It is good to continue to have a teacher.
That's right.
And these brothers that have this, I know all of them, and they have honored me very highly.
That's right. That's right.
Very high. They have honored me. And I have spoke of wood of them some being hypocrites and whatnot, you know.
Yes, sir.
Well, they have spoke probably the same of me, what I have heard. But we never yet faced each other
That's right.
until a few days ago. And we all were so happy to be together until nobody mentioned what they said about each other.
That's right.
Nobody said nothing but just my brother, my brother, my brother. I was not to be with you today. I was going to be with them today and yesterday. I don't know if the minister spoke about it or not. And anyway, all of them send the greetings of Assalamu alaikum to you. And they will visit you. All of them will be here whenever I give the word.
Yes,
They will
sir.
be here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I tried to get to them yesterday, but an incident happened that I couldn't make it. I got almost to them, but I had to stop. And, well, the incident was something that might happen to anybody.
Yes, sir.
It's not something of life or somebody trying to hurt us or anything, but it's just something that might happen to anybody that's driving an automobile.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You don't know where it's going to stop at,
That's right.
and that's
Right.
what happened.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
It don't have to be an old one. Don't have to be a new one.
That's right.
The way they building cars today, the old one and the new one is about the same thing.
That's right.
You can't guarantee them.
That's right.
Best thing to do is to pray to Allah that it take you where He wanted to go.
That's right.
That's
That's right.
So I love the brothers,
That's right.
and if I had cried for their help, which that they asked me to do,
Yes, sir.
they would have came to me.
That's right.
But I didn't want them to come to me.
That's right.
I wanted to go back home.
Yes, sir.
They are very beautiful brothers. I think of them all the time because of how they act towards me. One said that he always will honor me.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Other
sir.
one said, well, if you do so, I will too, until all said the same word.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we want unity. That is
Right.
what we're going to
That's right.
tell the world, and ask the world for it.
Yes, sir.
That's unity.
That's right.
Black man, the world over. We're going to publish it. We're going to tell them, let us unite together.
Yes,
That's
right.
right. Yes, sir.
If you was in North America, North Africa, or South America, or South Africa,
Yes, sir.
and you are black, or if you was in any other country, Italy even, or down there in the Vatican, in Jerusalem, if you there, and you black,
Right.
let's unite together.
Right. Yes, sir. That's right. Yes, sir.
That's what we're going to cover it all over.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And that is the cause of our unity coming together with elders. And I believe that with this unity being cried out to the world, we will conquer.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
It doesn't take a whole lot of people to conquer.
That's right.
Just a few can do it.
That's right.
It has been proven in all history. 2 or 3 men can conquer 2 or 3 cities,
That's right.
complete. One man with the truth can cause 1,000 people to tremble.
Yes, sir.
One man with the truth. That's history.
That's right.
2 can put 10,000 to flight. 2 witnesses of the truth can put 10,000 people to running.
That's right.
So we're going to deliver the truth to the world
That's right.
That's right, Reverend.
without fear. Oh, fear is a bad man.
Yes, sir.
Others, Dr. Shabazz in Atlanta, Sister Tifa, Dr. Shabazz's whole family, they send the greetings of Assalamu alaikum to you.
Well, thanks a lot. We try to read back to our brothers.
Brother Vesta in Los Angeles,
Yes, sir.
him, Brother Sam Shabazz, him, and others, all that they are with.
Yes, sir.
They send the greetings of Assalamu alaikum to you.
Islam.
Thank you. Now, let us go just a little bit. I'm not going to touch any more of the He makes all things new. I got just one more step, I think, to make.
Yes, sir.
I said it last Sunday, I
Yes,
think.
sir.
And I got one more step to make in it. I want lost found. There's something in that I want lost found to hear.
Yes, sir.
So you be here just as well.
Yes, sir.
Right.
That's right.
So you can have it. It's already published. He published it. But there's just something in there that I want to talk about. We want to read number 31 problem in the 34 problems written and given to the lost found Muslims in the year of 1934. Problems. He didn't write all of these problems at one time. Just like the Quran, all of it was not put together at one time.
Yes, sir.
Took 22 years to put the book together. So it was about 2 years to put the problems into a book. And we only have 34 problems. There's so much knowledge in these problems that if you would learn them, I don't mean by figures, just take figures and get to the blackboard. So I solved the problem. You did not solve the problem. It is what he said in the problem to awaken you to a knowledge of what he has written. Now, if the people had understood what he had written in the problems or the answers of the lesson 1 and 2 or the facts that he gave to us today, they would not have stood for anyone to come into the nation of Islam and destroy this work.
That's
Right.
sir.
That's right. Yes, sir.
It has been thrown away by those who had it. Listen real good while I read it to you, this problem number 31, and see what it's saying. Let us quote this problem, 31. And we will take 32 because of how it's really itself with 31. This is what I want you to understand, to know. So that when you find the ones who are trying to condemn you in your knowledge that Master Farad gave, why, you would know how to talk back to him. You'll know how to just take the handkerchief and wipe the tears from his eyes because he's in trouble.
Yes, sir.
Number 31, let us quote it. And we'll say a few words of it. And I have something else to say to you. And that should be done. All of this should be done in the next hour. The rain kept us at home, some of us. You know the old song says, I'm sugar, I might melt. Salt melts too.
That's right.
Number 31. A lion in a cage walks back and forth 60 feet per minute, seeking a way out of the cage. It took him nearly 4 centuries to find the door. Now, with modern equipment, he is walking 3,000 feet per minute, and he has 3,000 miles by 2,000 miles to go yet. He also has 17 million keys, which he turns at the rates of 16 and 17 100 per minute. How long will it take him to turn the whole 17 million? 60 minutes equals 1 hour. 24 hours equals 1 day. 365 days equals 1 year. The above figures do not include rusty locks. It has been said by the laborers of Islam for allowing extra time to oil the rusty locks is insufficient. We ain't got time for them.
That's right.
$10 reward will be paid to the neatest and best worker of this problem. Hurry and submit your answer to your teacher and tell her how much you do not understand, so she can teach you quickly. We, the Nation of Islam, lose no time. Ask questions and learn all about yourself. What are you doing today for yourself? Your brother from the East wants to know and hear from you at once. That's the end of problem number 1. So powerful and so beautiful.
Yes, sir.
So well put together.
Yes, sir.
So well to understand. If a devil or some hypocrite that wish you harm just only know the meanings and it was being told by Master Farad Muhammad, you wouldn't have never had them. He wouldn't have given them to you. If he said to us, if I would write or give to my people everything that I want them to have in plain words, he said the devil would keep you out of the temple and he come in himself. You understand?
Yes, sir.
He says if he had put everything in plain words, as fast as you learned it, you would have run to the white folks and told them what Master Farad
Yes,
gave.
sir.
That's what Master Farad taught us in teachers' class and in ministers' classes. We today, in using this problem, we live in it from the beginning of our time in America. until the day of judgment for America to be destroyed is in this problem, what I just read to you. You can get it out if you is a true believer in Master Farad and his messenger. I'll tell you how you can get it to come to you fast. If you learn all of your lessons, recite them each time for 50 times over. If you recite this, what I have read to you, problem number 31, 50 times over, you'll know it by heart. That is, if you wants to know what's in it.
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't just sit down and recite it over and over just like I stand here and read it to you. I take me 50 pages of paper and then I recite it and write it. You know, writing a lot of time helps you to remember.
Yes, sir. Right.
And that way you'll have it. Because the figures is easy. The figures must be easy to give just $10 the reward for it. Got to be easy, right? All right, well, I paid, I'd give, brother, the messenger about the words of the messenger. I give a little brother, Esau Farrakhan, no relation to Louis Farrakhan whatsoever. I give him, his sister was teacher in school, I gave him the first prize of learning. He could recite all of the lessons, all of the facts by heart. He had learned it. Now, he didn't never learn what was inside. That's what he had. He didn't learn that. At least I don't believe he has as yet, because he wasn't told that. I'm telling you this so we can hurry and wake up as many of our people that we can and prove to them that you got nothing but facts and the truth.
Yes,
That's
sir.
why I'm telling you these things. A lion in a cage. A lion. That's one, ain't it? A lion in a cage. Walking back and forward. He's not resting none, but he's keep walking, tracing around, walking back and forward, trying to find a door to get out. Now look, that line is talking about one man and one nation of people. A line. Listen close to me at what I'm saying to you. I don't want it to slip by. This line, that the first line is the whole black nation in America walking back and forward. He couldn't walk fast, could he? Listen, he couldn't walk fast. He could only walk 60 feet per minute. A whole nation of people couldn't walk fast because they had no knowledge to teach him how to walk. So he got to go back and forward real slow. real slow. He's going back and forward, trying to find the door, looking for it. He haven't got enough knowledge now. Even if he find the door, he couldn't get out of it.
Right.
Because he don't have any knowledge of why I'm looking for this door. The door always is something that is, meets up at the dark hours of night with a deadlock. At night time, when you lock your door, you lock it with a deadlock, right? So nobody can get in.
Right.
That's why Jesus said, behold, I stand at the door and knock. Now, if he's standing, according to the Quran, it says, if he's standing at the door knocking, then the people on the inside must be asleep.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
You get me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this will make you feel good. So he moves. He's walking back and forth at 60 feet per minute, seeking their way out of the cage. Look what it did now. Look what he's saying now. Now there's plenty there. I told you that just to give you an eyesight what I must look for. Now there's plenty that you can talk for days off of that first paragraph in that. It took him nearly 4 centuries to find the door. He found it, right? But look how long it took a nation of people to find the door. Now about 4 centuries, 400 years, a slave been looking for a door to get out of here. Well, why is it that you cut it off at nearly 4 centuries? What do you mean when you say nearly 4 centuries? How many years is that? Now that's why it takes one who have been with Master Farad to tell you.
Yes, sir. That's right.
I'm going to tell you what he said. I'm not going to leave you blind. It took him nearly 4 centuries, nearly 400 years before he could find the door. Why? Because when Master Farad Muhammad came, he didn't say you've been here 400 years.
That's right. Teach you, brother.
He said you was here 378 years when he came. Nearly 4 centuries. So now you have found the door, right? After finding this door, what did you do? You get a faster speed.
That's right.
But not yet. You're not yet walking. You're walking more than 60 feet per minute, but you're not making up yet 3,000 feet per minute. But you're walking it. You trying to get to it. It's way down farther before you found the way.
Right.
So, in walking, it took him nearly 4 centuries to find the door. Now, with modern equipments, wait a minute, man, what are you talking about now with modern equipment? He is walking 3,000 feet per minute and he has 3,000 by 2,000 miles to go yet. What is the square miles of America? 6 million square miles?
That's right.
All right, now 2 times 3 is what? 6, right? Why now would you have a country here numbering 6?
Go ahead and teach, Freeman.
It is because that the man that got you in the cage, his time is up at the time of 6.
Right.
Talk back at me because I don't eat pork. You can beef at me anytime. But I'm not going to go as far as I wanted to go because that what I just read would make the whole day with you if I would do it. He told me this, Master Farad, and the messenger taught it. We talked about it night after night and day after day. Say, people have told me the messenger didn't teach you. He didn't teach you, he didn't. What make my brother won't tell me nothing, gonna tell you something.
Right. That's right.
He gonna teach you, that's my brother there. You don't know what we doing.
That's right. Right.
And we can go into the toilet and talk a little while. That don't make any difference.
Right. Teach, Freeman.
And due to the facts we did, went in the restroom at a brother's house, and when I spoke one word to him, he said, let's get out of here. They'll be thinking something else after a while. That's right.
Go ahead, Freeman.
That's
And the man's house that we was at was Minister Wilford's house. We was having dinner there. And it's something that I had given to the messenger, sent to him by mail, and I spoke to him there, and he just said 1 or 2 more words to me and said, let's get out of here. Sure. Don't care where it's at. That's 2 brothers talking.
That's right. That's right.
And you think I'm going to tell you all my brother told me? No. I'll make a street with you. I ain't going to hide nothing with you.
That's right.
Tell you when the time comes.
Right.
Now with modern equipment, he's walking 3,000 feet per minute. He has yet 3,000 miles, about 2,000 miles to go yet. Now, he asked this question. How long, you know now what these 3,000, 2,000 by 3,000 is, don't you? You're talking about America.
Yes, sir.
Because she's equal in 6,000 square miles. 6 million away. That would be 6,000, wouldn't it? Now you got to know some mathematics now to get to definitely to your answers to know what they are. You got to know some kind of a mathematics. Now in our time, a brother would have been done jumped up when I said that. So and so, brother minister. That's the way I want you. When I asked, said, is that right? Is such and such things on so and so? My mind might be down there, sitting down with my feet playing in the water down Detroit River. What I mean about that, I know these answers, but I want you
Yes, sir.
to know them. Then you captures the blind man. You capture the lame man. You captures the big fool. You captures all of the wise men that think they are so wise when they are not with you.
Right.
This knowledge that he gives is written in the Bible in this manner, that it makes wise men think they're walking forward when he's walking backwards.
That's right. That's right.
That's just how wise it is. It puts another set of ears on your head so you can hear. It put another sight in your eyes so that you can see. As one scientist said, if a man can hear from here to my house or to your house, I don't know the distance between your house, but I'm supposed to be 3 miles from my house. I measured with my car. That's the best I could do it, because I don't have a ruler, to hook up, you know what I'm talking about. Now, in this manner of this teaching, if you is as far from my house, 3 miles from here to my house, if you get out there and your eyesight can see it, be you supposed to hear it.
Right.
You understand me?
Yes, sir.
It's in this problem. He's walking 3,000 miles, 2,000 miles per minute now. He got modern equipments now. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir.
He's in modern time now. I'm not a slow man no more now. I can do as I wish to do. I can add, I can subtract, I can multiply, do whatever I want to, because I know now how far I got to go. I got 3,000 by 2,000 miles yet to go. I know what to do now. I got to get in modern time.
That's right. That's right.
If you can see stars at night, you should hear about one of them. Master Farad came to make us that wise. That's why that he, before the messenger's face, extract the language from the people on Mars. He saw that did. That's how come that he could tell you about it.
Yes, sir.
That made him the messenger know, yet this is God I'm talking to here.
Yes, sir.
He talked to people on the at that distance. Then he goes and he measures the distance of planet Pluto, which is Platoon. The devils called it Pluto.
That's right.
And it was not shown not until the day that he got here.
Right. That's right.
Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Platoon or Pluto was discovered on the 4th day of July in 1930.
Yes, sir. That's right. Peace, be with you.
Why was it that it had to come about at that time? The scientist has said it. Says, in such place there is a planet to be shorn, and it will come about July the 30th, and they hardly miss. They hardly miss it, because he have to know mathematics in order to tell how that planet going to come in existence on its way around the sun. That's why he told me. You didn't pay me any attention when I told you that. That's when he said to my mother and to me, I can teach him how to measure the distance from here to the planet, to the sun.
Yes, sir.
That's when I said to the brother, I said, You show me now how to measure from the sun back to the earth. You didn't know what I was talking about. All praises due Allah.
Yes, sir.
When the time comes, then you will know it.
Yes, sir. That's right.
With modern equipment, he is walking that kind of speed. What modern equipments did you have? What made you to go faster and faster? It is because the time was at hand. You got to stop walking slow, because the time is now at hand. That's why he said, hurry, hurry. He wasn't talking about so much of you hurrying yourself. The time was at hand. Me and the messenger sit down together. He said, no, brother. He wasn't talking about you. He was talking about himself. His time was at hand to leave you. He wasn't supposed to stay here with you. But 3 years and 6 months. And at that time, if I don't be born, talking about the messenger, if I don't be born at that time to go to our people and give them this modern equipment,
Yes, sir.
then he's going to leave. He can't stay here. Because the devil is in behind him, and they know that this is Allah.
Yes, sir.
They said they knew he was him. I said to you the other Sunday that the devil said you can't put pants on an elephant, right?
Right.
All right, that's far as I went with you, right? But the devil told Master Farad, said, we know that you is the man. I didn't go farther with you then. Because sometimes when you put too much knowledge on a person talking about God Almighty, he'll stumble. That's why Jesus said, walk in the daytime while you can see. Nighttime you can't see. At night you will stumble.
Wisdom.
Thank you, my dear beloved brothers and sisters. That's when he found the door. They found Master Farad Muhammad. Found the door. Nearly 3 centuries. When he found the door, Master Farad Muhammad had also found the messenger. Then when the messenger come before us, he said, I am the door.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
know what I'm saying?
Wisdom.
You can't get to him unless you come by me. I'm the door. Now we have found the door. We don't have to go to Mother's Plain, even if he is up there on Mother's Plain. We don't have to go there. We know where the door is at.
Yes, sir. That's right. That's right.
All praises is due Allah. Now this one place they'll keep me too long there, won't it? Because the time I don't want to keep you here too long, because I got something else I want to talk with you about. I'm showing you this. Listen now at what he says. After he gets his modern equipment and how fast that he's walking. He asks you now, how long is it going to take him? You see what I'm saying? How long will it take him to cover this territory of 3,000 I've said 3,000 by 2,000 miles at the above walking rate. He done forgot about 60. You walking fast now. No, I'm not going to take time here at 60 miles an hour. That's the slowest car you ever rode in. Take me a minute to make 60 miles. Nah, I don't want that. I want this modern car sitting over here that's going to take me to my destination. Take now, as I said, the first question here is asking in this paragraph, how long will it take him to cover this territory of, said, 3,000, 2,000 miles at the above walking rates, 5,280 feet? Equals 1 mile. He also has 17 million keys, which he turns at the rates of 16 and 17, 100 per minute. What shall we do with that? He didn't ask you how long will it take you to turn 17 million people? He ain't saying that, is he? Well, at that time, the people of America, the black man, numbered 17 million people. Not like it is now, numbering nearly 30 or 40 million people.
Right.
You know, the bigger the people, the nation is, the more easier it is for them to gather another million people. Take 1 million people, in no time before you can have 2 million people. Now, if you got 2 million people, ain't no time for you to get another 1 million people. Just like that. And that is the way that he's mentoring in here. That's why the messenger says, give us territory.
Yes, sir.
Something that we can call our own.
That's right.
A territory. What do you want with a territory? We're going to be a fast-growing nation of people. If I get in my own territory, you ain't going to have nothing to do with me. I'll take care of business myself. And very soon we'll outnumber you completely again because you is too slow. You walk 60 feet. Yeah. Want me to show you some proof? Look at our black brothers and sisters in America now. They want to tell us that the Holy Quran says that it's lawful for you to have 4 wives.
Right.
It says you can have 4 wives, providing if you can treat them right on an equal. But Allah says 1.
Right.
Now, which one you gonna obey? All right. Obey Allah. Don't obey that when that says you can have 4, because that was during the war.
Yes, sir.
During the war of Muhammad with the people. But our people wants 4, a lot of them. And he can't do nothing with 1. Well, say crazy. I heard you that time. He's worse than crazy, he's a fool. If you want 4 wives, give her the equal break that you got.
Right.
Let her have 4 husbands. If you can't give her the equal break for each one of the 4 wives, this one got 4 husbands, this one got 4 husbands, this one got 4 husbands, this one got 4 husbands. And you got 4. 4 wives, give each one of them the equal break, and you take care of them too. That's justice.
Right.
That's equality. It was you that said it. I'm going to have call meetings again. Don't worry. I'm going to teach you something.
Yes, sir.
Not when I call for it. I don't want nobody to miss it. Now he's too slow at 60 feet. He walked. Now, since he finds the door, he's got modern equipment. The door that he has found is Islam. And there's a messenger sitting at that door. You have to first, this is problem 31. You must first find Islam before you can find the messenger.
Yes, sir.
Now in this problem here it tells you the time is mentioned and limited in said problem number 31, talking in number 32. Now, let us complete this one, then I'll read to you. Let's read this one on out. You understand now what you got to do, right? You know what you got to do. Now the above figures. Now you got squares in here too. 60 feet. Let me give you that, then I'll get you on. 60 minutes equals 1 hour, 24 hours equals 1 day. Now you got, you turning the keys at the rates of 16, 17, 100 per minute. That is walking too. That's very slow. You know that turning the keys is getting converts. Say 17 million people. Who did he give the keys to? He had to give somebody the keys, but it don't say it here, does it? He just say he has also 17 million keys in which that he turns. Each black person in America at that time was a key. Now, turning these keys in this time and not counting the rusty locks, people who have heard rusty locks is people who have heard Islam, walked away as hypocrites, wouldn't be with you, wouldn't stay with you. Those are rusty locks. Now here it is standing out here on the corner on the street.
That's right. That's right. That's it.
That's a rusty lock. Now you ain't got no time to bother with him no more.
That's right. That's right.
He heard it, see what I mean? He heard it and he declared that he was with you. Now I ain't got time to bother with that one. Sisters don't have time to bother with a sister that's standing on the corner, and she one time was a
That's right.
Muslim. Sister ain't got no time. The Muslim sister don't have time for that, because the time is mentioned and limited in this same problem that I'm reading, that I'm talking to you in. This time out now. Go ahead on, sister, sell what you got.
That's right.
Go ahead, brother, buy what the sister has.
That's right. That's it.
Because we ain't gonna bother with you. We ain't gonna bother with the sister. Time is limited. What are we gonna bother with you for? You have heard the truth. You know these things shouldn't exist. Go ahead on, do what you want to do. It's there. A person learn these facts that is in this book, which is the foundation of Islam. One time you learn them, you can almost look at a person and read their history for life. That's what he give it to you for. When he says your brother from the east now wants to hear from you at once. He wants to know now, what have you learned? I'll talk with you now. He wants to hear from you. Didn't the old man that learned Jesus how to tune in, what did he do? He wanted Jesus to, one day he told him, say, you can go on to school now. And he told Jesus to talk to him afterward. So after he took his third lesson, then Jesus sent him a message. When he sent him the message, then the old man said, okay, you all right. I'm going now. 3 lessons, 3 years, 6 months. Huh? So we ain't bothered with extra time to oil those locks. We ain't got time for them. Let Allah oil them. How do you know what he said? I heard it. I heard what he said about them. He said, leave them to me. I will fix every last one of them. That's what Master Farad said. Plenty of people heard that, right, Brother Johnny? Plenty of people heard him say that. And that is there in the problem. So we, the Nation of Islam, we don't lose no time. Ask questions and learn all about yourself. Don't tell us that you didn't have a teacher. It says, hurry and submit your answer to your teacher and tell her how much you do not understand so she can teach you quickly. That doesn't mean the teacher in the class in the school up there. They ain't talking about that teacher. That ain't the teacher. Submit your answer is to submit yourself to Allah. And Allah will teach you quickly about Islam that you do not know. You're not talking about the teacher up there now, because there's plenty of it, regardless of how she would teach you up there. You ain't going to hardly recognize it all. No way. Now let's read number 32 with one thing in it, and then we close it out. Now this is a long one. There's one thing I want to show you. You who don't know. Problem number 32 says, 12 leaders of Islam from all over the planet has conferred in the root of civilization concerning the lost foundation of Islam must return to their own original land. One of the conference members, by the name of Mr. Osman Sharif, said to the 11 members of the conference, the lost foundation of Islam will not return to their original land unless they first have a thorough knowledge of their own. That man, words is true up to today. up to today. That man's word stands true. That's why it's written here. You see how the devils have already the people on his channels, both Muslim and Christians, talking to them. He knows exactly which one got knowledge of himself. Because Master Farad said to us, he says, they know more about you than you know about yourself. Sure, because they always had the chance to learn Islam, while we didn't have a chance to learn our ABCs. The lost found nation of Islam will not return to their original land unless they first have a thorough knowledge of their own. Now take land and nation. That's what it's meaning, land and nation. So they sent a messenger to them. You hear what I'm saying? This is a problem now. A problem is what? A question that is proposed for a solution, right? All right. Now, so they sent a messenger to them to teach them of their own. He just said that this man said, no, you can't come in unless you got a thorough knowledge of your own. Now, since he said that in the conference, so they sent a messenger to them. Now, after the conference, here come Master Farad. That's why he said, I'm not 1 minute too late. I'm not 1 minute too early. I'm dead on time. I just left the conference table. See what I'm saying? What he is saying? See what he's writing to you. To teach them of their own. Now, the messenger. Don't let nobody tell you he was not the messenger. Don't let nobody tell you that. If he start up that kind of foolishness with you, if you don't want to knock him in the mouth, go about your business. The messenger and his labels worked day and night for the last 3.5 years. Now you can't tell me I didn't work day and night. I come home just as the sky is getting bright, and he said, take a good night's sleep, brother, and be sweet till for tomorrow. He tell all the laborers that. And you go in the house, and by the time the sun get up good the next morning, there he is, knocking on your door. Come on, brothers, let's go. Don't be too slow either. Don't he'll leave you. He'll either wait for you and bawl you out. Good. He taught us well. Taught us good. Well, didn't you get paid for it? No, sir. Not 1 penny. I won't say a dime. That's too big. Not 1 penny did he give us for 3.5 years. The little money that would come in at the temple after paying our bills went to the messenger to take care of him, because he was as poor as a jaybird in whistling time. That's right. We give it to them too. Myself and the other secretaries that was before me, Ben Sabakan and Yugan Ali, take the money to him. How much did you take? Well, a good donation, if we got a good one, it'd be $7 or $8. 7 or 8. I didn't say 7 to 8. I said 7 or 8. if it's a good lecture from 400 and 500 men and women. I know I got the proof. I got my book yet. So we worked day and night for the last 3.5 years. He's fixing to leave you now. That's why come that he put that in there. If we had had any sense of what he was telling us, we'd know exactly the date he was going to leave. He left May the 26th. 3.5 years. And the accomplishment is approximately 25,000. That's what we had. The messenger and his laborers are worried, for the time of laboring is mentioned and limited in said problem number 31. That's the one I just got through reading to you, right? One of the prophets in the early days said the lost foundation of Islam, numbering 144,000, will be the stars. You said everyone's going to be saved, right? According to the Bible, said these were going to be saved. Master Farad didn't go that way. These will be the stars. The stars mean what? Rulers. 144,000 to rule the world. I'm giving you unknown facts that was given to me, and that's what he told me how to do directly from the mouth of Master Farad Muhammad. Islam, numbering 144,000, will be the stars and will return to their original land. These are returning. They will have the knowledge of themselves. That's why you heard people in the Christian churches saying the song all the time, saying, I want to be in that number. I want to be in that number when the roll is called up yonder. Not up yonder, down here. No, nobody going to be up there calling the roll for you. It'll be down here. And the banners, he said, are poison and rusty. He's making known what he just said in problem number 31, ain't it? There's no time to bother with that one. Right? Did I read that to you? And will not return to, and will not, and will not take the knowledge of their own. But the messenger and his laborers, Messenger Elijah Muhammad, that's who he's talking about. That's why he said, so we sent a messenger to them. And the Holy Quran says, we sent a messenger to them, right? To who? To me and you. But the messenger and his laborers does not agree with the old prophets. The messenger and his laborers, we don't agree with the old prophets saying 144,000. Listen. But the messenger and his laborers does not agree with the old prophet in this modern time. He mentioned modern time there, that we ain't walking 60 feet now. We have found the door, right? So the messenger is the doorway for us to Allah. In this modern time, he thinks that he will remove all poison and rust from every one of the 17 million people at that time. All right. Which he would move it himself entirely But the number is growing, and the man is a man, and he's getting older and older. And not only that, he has become to have illness in his body. Can't live forever because there is no man, according to the Bible and Quran, says that a man will live forever.
Right.
At the same time, he desires for every one of you students to help solve this problem. Every one of you students. That's why you hear me say, I want me 100 men, 300 men. I want them to help me to solve the continuation of this problem.
Yes, sir. That's right.
That's what I want to do. We don't have to fight somebody with weapons.
That's right.
We would be foolish to live in a government and pick up a gun in a government to fight the man who owns the government.
That's right.
Can't do that. You'll lose.
That's right.
Fight him with the truth.
Right.
Like the minister was saying just now about the minister on there talking to Sam Donaldson. He gave him 2 questions that if he just had answered just one of them, he would have had it.
That's right.
He'd have had it made if he just only had answered one.
That's right.
The first one that I would have answered was I'd have told him he was the devil.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And the next thing, when he asked me, how much do you need?
Yes, sir.
Brother, you'd have had half of his country. I told him what I wanted. That's right. He don't know right now.
Yes, sir.
Why, hell, you mean to tell me you know you going to be interviewed by one of them meters up there that interviews the president?
Yes, sir.
Get all of your junk together and let's go.
That's right.
Get your book there in your head with alphabets to where you want to answer the question and turn it over and get right to it. Easy answer.
Yes, sir.
Easy. Listen at what this is even saying. At the same time, he desires for every one of you students to help solve this problem, since you have learned the time accomplishment.
Yes, sir.
An old prophet's number, 144,000. Right there all over the country. Why, heck, brother, you there all over the country.
Yes, sir.
And there's a man giving you that kind of a break, you could have got your 144,000 right there and then.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Sam, I'll come there. I'll let Steve here to pay my fare over there. You pay it back. I'll go there. And you can get all your other meters if you want to. Just line them up there and let them all question me, not just you, all of you.
Yes,
dogs.
sir. Yes, sir. That's right. That's right. Yes, sir.
When I get through barking, won't be a dog around there.
Yes, sir.
Oh, praises to Allah.
Yes,
Ask
sir.
me how much I want, how much I need for you. Don't ask me that. For God's sakes, I talk about it all night long.
Yes, sir.
Nobody jumped up in your nation to prove that you is not a devil.
That's right.
Ask me that.
Right. Right.
Who got up in your nation and said that they were not the devil? Nobody asked me.
Right.
I even told who your ancestors was.
That's right.
Nobody asked me nothing about it. Instead of they telling me, they helped me out with it in the Detroit News.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
talk to me. Money? Man, if we need some money,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
my pants ain't got a pocket in them when it comes down to money.
That's right.
When he mentioned about it, why his forefathers and mothers worked, raised the country, he said he should have told them, we didn't get a penny for it.
Right. That's right.
Come on, man, go back and tell the president we need 10 or 15 billion right now, or he'll give us 1 trillion.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Right?
That's right. Yes, sir.
And I'll be back next year.
Yes, sir. That's right.
That's the way to talk to them. They got it.
That's right.
So,
Yes,
I don't want to talk about the man, but you know, I got sick.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, Freeman.
That's what the people should notice.
Right. That's right.
Look at them talking about Dr. King,
Right.
about him. Carry his dream out. I don't have a dream.
That's right, brother.
The messenger had a plan.
That's right.
I got that plan, not that dream. I ain't dreaming nothing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Use his plan. What he had,
Right.
continue it. That's what they trying to do, continue Martin Luther's dream,
Right.
make it come true. Just as far from coming true as I is being a billy goat walking to Italy.
That's right.
That's right. Gonna make his dream come true. Brothers and sisters, my time, so let me finish this here. I love this.
Yes, sir.
I love it. 144,000. The messenger and I was talking. And then he told it to a fax on Livingston, not Livingston, St. Antoine, when we had that sandwich temple, he said. He called it a sandwich. We didn't have no temple before. He told it there. He says, the old prophets number 144,000. He says, but I'm going to get more than that.
Yes, sir.
So I don't agree with him. All right, we done talked it over. The messenger and his laborers do not agree with the old prophets.
Right.
No. In a country where there's 17 million people, now I'm going to agree with a man just to get 144,000 when that is not a 500,000.
Right. Right.
No. Give me something. Lay it down here, baby.
Right.
Yeah. I would have beefed at that man and poked him too. Don't ask me how much money I need. God Almighty, when I get through telling you all of the people that are with me don't have a place to live in, they're out of doors, don't have garments to wear, we don't have a temple,
Right.
we don't have any land.
Right.
Come on, man, give me what I want.
Yes, sir. Right.
I ain't talking about what grandma and grandpa did back at that time. They couldn't help themselves. They had to do it. But we don't have to do it.
That's right.
Give it to us. If you don't do it, I can pray too good, Betty.
Right. That's right.
My God always did hear my prayer.
Yes, sir.
And I challenge you to it. I give you the first prayer in the morning from 6 o'clock until 12 at noon. Then I'll take over from just a little while. Thanks be to Allah. Now he asked the question, what would be the daily average of accomplishment judging from weekly converts? What do we mean when we say poison and rusty? What is the percentage of poison and rusty? To strive whom and with what profession are the most poisonous and rustiest? What means and methods shall be used to remove poison and rust from a said worst one? That's what I want you to tell me. I know what to use.
Yes, sir.
I know exactly what to use on that worst one and the next worst one.
Right.
I know exactly. It's written in here. And this book tell you what to use.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. Now he adds a problem which has no number, but it is called B number one. In this problem, which means it don't have a problem itself, but it's B number one, making the problem number 32 to be the problem. Now we got B number one in this problem, as you understand. Like you write a letter, you said question number one is so and so and so, number two so and so you're writing something other that you're talking about. The uncle of Mr. W.D. Farad lived in the wilderness of North America. He is working 16 hours out of 24 hours for a very little pay. He has 8 in his family to support, besides other little bills to meet each month. On top of that, a caveman came along and sold him an old touring car, which traveled downhill at the rates of 48 miles per hour. If it is to be shown by actual tests that a force of 250 pounds is required to maintain this rate of downhill speed, what horsepower must the engine deliver at the wheels? 33,000 pounds equal 1 horsepower. We'll talk about that some other time.
All right.
It's good.
Yes, sir.
See what a little thin something is?
Yes, sir.
It's good. That's the key.
Right.
This is the foundation of you. Stick with me.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Do like the stamp said to the envelope, if you stick with me, buddy, I'll take you places. People don't believe that. We have what we want in no time. If I just get to the people, I don't have nothing to do. I don't have nothing to carry to a devil. I don't have an answer for the devil. I'm talking about myself, you know. I use what the messenger and Master Farad give me to use. I use that. Why should I talk to a man all over the country and tell him, I think?
Right.
Hell, I can't think. Excuse me from using it that way, but I can't think when it comes down to something other like that. No. My little thoughts is too little. Get the man with the power.
Yes, sir.
Then if it's not right, ask him, says you have to, if what I said is not right, he the man that said it. Now if you want to know more, you ask him.
Right.
Because I'm continuing what he said, and I believe what he said is right.
Yes, sir.
Then you close the door on him. Right? He believes in him. He believes what Reagan and the rest of them said.
Right.
Up to Mr. Bush, he believed it. How can I believe what Master Farad and Elijah said? I got my belief as well as you got yours.
Right. That's right.
I didn't make no plan. Master Farad made them, and Elijah carried them as far as he could carry them. Now I'm continuing.
Right.
And when I leave this earth, I want somebody else to carry it as far as they can carry it. That's me, what I want. Man, hand it down here. Just don't never stop. We're going to have a couple of trucks up there at the Mint.
Yes, sir.
I don't want quarters and dimes either.
Right. No, sir.
No. Well, you can give it to me all in one check if you want to, because I'll be back next month.
Yes, sir.
So you give it to me by the year. It's all right that way. If it goes by the year, then do it for 20 or 25 years. Every year, give me so many billions. If you give it to me twice a year, until that you equal $1 trillion. That's what I want. Yaqub didn't number how much he wanted when he talked to the king. When the king come down to prison there and said to him, I came to make a agreement with you, Yaqub. Yaqub said on the ground that if you give me what I want for the next 20 to 25 years. He didn't say how much.
Right.
Give me what I want.
Right.
The king knows that was a hell of a question for that he had answered to him all right enough. Give what I asked for. King said, well, okay, Yaqub. We know this is a divine work that you are doing. We have an island out in the Aegean Seas. No man is out there. That's yours. First thing you gave him was land.
Yes, sir.
That's yours. Now, you can take your people out there. We'll furnish your boats and whatever that you want, Yaqub. We're going to see that you get it. But now listen, Yaqub. You better take what I'm giving you. You asked for it, and I'm giving you what you asked for. But don't you stay around here.
That's right.
Don't stay here. You can't make them here. If you start trying to making them here, you're going to kill all of you.
Yes, sir.
I thank you for listening to what I said. Is that good enough for today?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. I praise you through our life. Thank you. May you be seated. May Allah bless you. Thank you. Get me some more men. Get me some more sisters. I want some more sisters. Oh, we got some single men around here. That's right. Yes, sir. That's right.
That's right.
Won't be no prison houses made.
That's right.
If I get enough power from Allah and go before them and get anything, think I'm going to take money building the prison house?
No way.
No. Feed somebody that done broke the law? No.
That's right.
Take it on off.
That's right.
Take it on off.
That's right.
I might have some brothers can't do it.
Oh, no.
I can show you. I can teach you that too. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Killing a snake? Would you kill a snake if you was in your house?
Yes,
Huh? You would kill it?
yes, sir.
All right, but that's what it's in that little book I just showed you. Why will any Muslim murder the devil?
Yes, sir.
Because he is a snake. He won't keep and obey the laws of Islam. He has to be murdered.
Right.
make you sick on the stomach to chop a white man's head off? A white woman, this beautiful blonde sitting over there, her hair all hanging on, and she looking all around at you, just smiling, and every now and then she wink her eye at you. You couldn't kill her, couldn't?
Oh, yeah. I can. Jesus.
I stack about just as many as my sword could go through the head of them, and I tell them all, I says, I'm going to cut your head off for tempting the Lord thy God. Yeah. And I want to have a sandwich in my hand to show you, you know, that it's nothing to it.
Right. That's right.
Eat that sandwich. After that one, all right, send some of the men over here. Stack them up as high. After I have my sword sharpened, stack them up high. I ain't talking about sending the axe down like they do. That chop block sending the axe down, you know. Cause I'm talking about you take your hand
That's right.
and chop it off.
Right.
Think I can't do it?
Oh, yeah.
Chop off every last one of these dogs' heads. That's right. Get me a seat. Right there. Get me some lemonade, the kind I make.
Right.
That's right.
And some lamb sandwiches
Yes, sir.
that I barbecue.
Right.
And let you sit there. You stand and look at me. Then when I cut off some here, then I give you the soda.
That's right.
That's right, sir.
I ain't nothing. Sure. So better this for hanging my brother down in Georgia and Atlanta.
That's right. That's right.
He just told me, says, don't have no mercy on you because you was in the gang when they hung him down there. Yep. Chopped his head off. Allah took all that fear from me not killing the person. He made me so that I can kill even a black man that breaks the law. That's how much fear that he took out of me.
Yes, sir.
Don't have to just be a devil. You be the devil. Act like him, running around everything that you know in the Nation of Islam. Here you go running to the white man. And they said such and such a thing. Bring your butt back here and I'll chop your head off.
That's right. That's right.
That's the way I am.
Yes, sir.
Every time I would hear the messenger say that Allah took the fear out of him, it made me stronger. That's right. Oh, they ain't never known him to be a scared man.
Oh, no.
And to tell you the next thing, too, when we was in the Christian churches, you didn't find a pool had scared blood in him. You hear what I said?
Yes, sir.
When before that we knew Master Farad Muhammad, none of these 8 boys had scared blood in them. Not now one. You see walking around now, you cut it off in a minute. That's right. What you gonna be scared of? Hey, God ain't gonna punish you from up there. You ain't going to hell when you die down, yeah. So when I take your head off, you ain't going to no hell. Take this food, yeah, and dig a hole and drop him in there. Don't take time to make a box for it.
Right?
Sure. You got all that. You do it. Yeah, I do it.
Right. Wrong.
Could you cut off one of your black sisters' head? Yeah, I can do that.
Right.
I'm just letting you know that ain't nothing scared in me. No, I put my hopes and trust entirely in Allah.
Yes, sir.
I don't want scared FOIs.
That's right.
No, sir. No, sir. That's right, nowhere.
I don't want a scared MGT sister.
Right. That's right.
You know that you got a lot to go up against?
Yes, sir.
If I would show you the letters and the things that people sends to me
Yes, sir.
in talking about themselves
Right.
and don't want you here, like the man called me on the telephone and tell me to stop teaching that bull
That's right.
you teaching.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No. He ain't coming here to say that. He ain't coming here to say that. I see him. Sure. Did not you know that the voice of a person that rings into your ears and you have never seen them before, go to your God and ask him to show him to you in a dream.
Yes, sir.
He'll show him to you. Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
What did Daniel do
Yes, sir.
when the king had his dream? He was going to kill out all of the wise men because they couldn't give him the interpretation of his dream and tell him what he dreamed. The wise men had to tell the king what he dreamed
Yes, sir.
and then tell him the interpretation of it. And the wise man said, can't do that. Tell you what you had a dream last night, and we got to tell you the dream you had and then give an interpretation. Oh, no, king, we can't do that. So when the captain was on his way to get the wise men and bring them in, he met Daniel.
Yes, sir.
He was in such a hurry. Excuse me not for saying this here because I suppose been done shit in my big black mouth. So he met the captain. He saw the captain coming down the road, brother, in haste, riding his horse. And when the captain got near to Daniel throwed his hands up at him. Where are you going in such a haste? He says, I'm going to the wise men, and if they can't tell the king's dream that he had last night, he's going to kill all of them. Daniel said, well, what did he dream? He said, he done forgot the thing. The thing is going away from him. He don't know what he dreamed now. So the wise men got to tell him what his dream was and interpretate the dream too to him. He's only going to kill all of them. Daniel said, you go back to the king. When you go back there to him, tell him, this time tomorrow I'll be there. Save the life of the wise men. He said, yeah, but if I go back there and you don't show up, that's going to be me then. He's going to kill me. Daniel said, as my Lord liveth in me, I'll be there. Daniel and two more men were together. I always believed that was Daniel, Noah, and Job. Them other two friends was Noah and Job. I always will believe that because the name of those two men was never written. And then the book says that there was 3 men, I will save the city, but there were 3 men in it by the name of Daniel, Noah, and Job. So I take Noah and Job to be the other 2 men, and Daniel made the 3rd man. That he would have saved this, he would have destroyed this city, excuse me, but these 3 people was in that city, and that's what saved that city, because of these 3 prophets was there. So now, the wise men were saved because of Daniel. Now went home, and he called the other two. He said, listen, the king had a dream last night, and he's going to kill the wise men if they don't tell him the dream and give him the interpretation. So he says, we pray tonight. They agreed to pray. All three of them agreed to pray that night. Down when he prayed, the other two was praying with him. Down asked his God to show him the dream that the king had and give me an interpretation of it so that we can save the wise men of the city. So that night Down dreamed the same thing the king dreamed. Then he came before him and he told him what he had seen. And when he told him about it, what he had seen and the handwriting on the wall, Down said to the king, says, O king, live forever. God has got tired of your foolishness. He's going to take your kingdom from you and going to make you go out and eat grass for 7 years. Your fingernails going to grow out like bird claws. He says, God's tired of you. So you have got to submit yourself to God. So the king believed Down then that the king knees smoked themselves together because all of this was against himself. He had promised to make the one to tell the dream the third ruler in the kingdom. He was going to put a chain of gold around that neck, and he'd be the third ruler in the kingdom. Down didn't take it. He said, give your reward to another. God has got tired of you. He's going to take this kingdom and give it to another. That is the interpretation of you. America is supposed to be taken from the devils by the God himself and given to you. That's why today I want every black man and black woman that would come here, and I'll interpret the dreams for them. The dream Martin Luther King had? No. Why? He was not to have a dream. It's the devil the one was to have the dream. Not Martin Luther King. It was the devil. Because the dream the devil was to have was concerning you and how he had treated you. That's why Sam Donaldson knows that. He knows that. He didn't ask him about what's your name, King, in his dream so much. Didn't talk about that. He talked to Louis Farrakhan about his own self. So the 15 minutes that he was there could have woke up many of the black people if it just had been used in the manner that it should have been used in.
That's right.
So I thank you, my dear beloved brothers and sisters. Now we're going to close out that part of our teaching for the day, and I just got about 10 or 15 more minutes with you. It may not be 10 minutes. I'm just going to tell you what plan that we want to do. So I thank you. May Allah bless you and keep you and give to your wish not submitting to the prayer or being said, because the prayer will be said after I read this. But we are taking ourselves off of the air. Assalamu alaikum.
Next slide.